Hi everyone, welcome back to Scented Moments channel. I'm Julian. I hope you're all doing well, and in this video I want to share with you my latest fragrance haul. And these are fragrances that I purchased in December of last year, so basically this is my last fragrance haul of 2020, and I have here 9 fragrances, and the majority of them actually are designers. So, and actually I already did a review of a couple of these fragrances. So without further ado, the first fragrance that I have here is from the house of Guerlain, and it is Guerlain L'Homme Idéal Extrême. And I already did a review of this one, and in that review I did a comparison between this one and Eau de Parfum concentration. This one is all about almonds, of course. You have plum, you have pink pepper in the opening, you have tobacco, you have cedar wood, you have leather, you have cinnamon, heliotrope, but this is more about pink pepper, almonds, plum, and the plum here has a boozy feel with cedar wood in the base. This is much more transparent and thinner than the Eau de Parfum concentration. I still slightly prefer the Eau de Parfum, but this one it's still amazing, signature scent worthy in my opinion. It's more versatile, but I still prefer slightly more the Eau de Parfum for its sweet cherry tonka bean combination. Love that fragrance, but this one is a close second. So this one is Guerlain L'Homme Idéal Extrême. And the other fragrance that I purchased from the house of Hugo Boss. And yes, it's not very common to mention a Hugo Boss fragrance here in this channel, but actually with this one I already have 3 fragrances from Hugo Boss, and these 3 are flankers from the Hugo Boss bottled, and this is the most cherished, most well-known flanker of Hugo Boss bottled, and sadly it was recently discontinued, and it is Hugo Boss bottled Intense Eau de Parfum. This one is really a more intensified version of the original Hugo Boss bottled. I don't know why this was discontinued, and actually this was my scent of the day of yesterday. This is amazing. It's all about cinnamon, apple. You have also a lot of sandalwood, cloves. It's a nice, spicy, warm, fruity, enveloping, woody fragrance. I think this is signature scent worthy for the fall and winter time. I really love this one. Good performance. They discontinued this one because Hugo Boss released a Hugo Boss bottled Eau de Parfum, new flanker, but I have yet to try that one, although I already heard that it's far from being as good as this one. Sad to know that, but well, it is what it is. Still, this is readily available in the online discounter, so grab it while you can, and it's a very affordable price still, so check this one out if you have yet to. Is Hugo Boss bottled Intense Eau de Parfum. The next fragrance that I purchased is from the house of Viktor and Rolf, and it is Spicebomb Extrême. I already did a review of this one, and it was also very well featured on my top 10 best winter fragrances of 2020. I mean, this is very well known. This has a lot of hype, and this is it's a rare situation where I really agree with the hype. I completely see the hype here. I mean, it's not the most original, the most unique fragrance out there, but I mean, it's done really well. This is all about vanilla, cinnamon, and tobacco. The only similarity that this fragrance has with the original Spicebomb, it's the spices in the opening, but still it's quite faint, and then it turns into a very heavy vanilla, cinnamon, and tobacco. This goes in the vein of Herod from Parfum de Marly, Tobacco Vanille from Tom Ford. I mean, if you love these type of fragrances, you will definitely love this one. Not saying that this is a clone or inspired by fragrance of those 2 that I mentioned, not at all, but it's in the same category. Really do enjoy this one. Is Viktor and Rolf Spicebomb Extrême, perfect for the winter time. The other fragrance that I purchased from the house of Lalique, and what a gem this is, what a discovery this was, what a successful blind buy. It is Lalique Hommage à l'Homme Eau de Toilette. I love the bottle presentation of this fragrance, and this is all about violet. It has violet leaves, so this is a very aromatic, ozonic even, and it has a tea impression with spices has oud in the base, although I don't get a lot of oud, more that dark resinous woodsy feel, but still the most prominent note is definitely the violet. If you love Gucci pour Homme 2, which is discontinued, I think this is a great alternative, although this doesn't have black tea like Gucci pour Homme 2 has, but still this one has a tea impression. It has a relaxing zen feel, but it has the violet leaves, and the violet is also very prominent in Gucci pour Homme 2. This one is fantastic. It's very gentlemanly, very sophisticated, a bit more mature than Gucci pour Homme 2, but still very versatile. I think this is signature scent worthy through the entire year. I love this. Great quality. I mean, Lalique has high quality fragrances for a very affordable price in the online discounters. This one is no exception. I mean, again, beautiful looking bottle, and the scent is fantastic. Perfect for spring in my opinion, and I think I found my #1 spring fragrance maybe. We will see, but this one is amazing. Sophisticated, elegant, masculine. Although it's masculine, but it's unisex, but for me it leans into the masculine side of things, still versatile. It's fantastic. Love this one. Lalique, Hommage à l'Homme Eau de Toilette. The next fragrance that I purchased, it's from House of Bvlgari, and it is Bvlgari Man Black Orient. This one right here. I really love the bottle presentation of Bvlgari, this Bvlgari Man collection, and this fragrance is a more intensified version of Bvlgari Man in Black, which I have and I absolutely love. Actually, I prefer that one to the original Spicebomb. This one is definitely more intense. This is a parfum concentration, so this is really a more intense version of Bvlgari Man in Black. But here, the spices here are a bit more toned down. You have more cardamom, yes, but you don't have the pink pepper that is quite prominent in Bvlgari Man in Black. Here you have a lot of rum, and also you also have oud, you have rose, you have tuberose and leather. I don't get much tuberose. I get a very faint floral nuance with leather and woods. Fantastic scent right here. I mean, it's wonderful for the winter time, very underrated, but I think this is discontinued, or at least it's very hard to find. Bvlgari Man Black Orient is fantastic. A perfect, spicy, very boozy, leathery, woodsy fragrance. It's wonderful. Bvlgari Man Black Orient. It's wonderful. Love this one. The next fragrance that I purchased from House of Prada, and it is Prada Ambre pour Homme Intense. This is, of course, the flanker to Prada Ambre pour Homme, which I have. It's a perfect soapy fragrance. I mean, Prada does soapy fragrances like any other brand, and this one is soapy, yes, but it adds this earthy patchouli with a resinous touch. This is amazing. The only downside of this fragrance for me is the performance. I mean, I was expecting, and this is an eau de parfum concentration, and I was expecting that this fragrance would perform better, but as it has more heavy notes, but the patchouli here, it's very prominent, it's quite earthy and still soapy. This is a very unique fragrance. It still maintains the soapiness of the original and adds a more dark earthy nuance with a hint of this resinous myrrh. It's amazing. It's a fantastic scent, signature scent worthy definitely, but I just wish that this would perform a bit better. I love the bottle presentation of this Prada Ambre pour Homme Intense. Love the black bottle with this metal plate here, and actually here you can see the notes, but I was expecting better performance. Nonetheless, stunning fragrance, stunning scent right here, very unique, quite masculine, perfect for spring and fall in my opinion, is Prada Ambre pour Homme Intense. And finally, the last designer fragrance that I purchased in December, it's from House of Hermès, and I recently talked about this fragrance. This is amazing. What a stunning fragrance this is, and highly underrated. It is Ambre de Merveilles from Hermès. Beautiful looking bottle right here. This fragrance is amber, of course, with labdanum. It has like a powdery floral aspect, like jasmine-like, has an indolic feel, at least on my skin, and then that starts to fade away, not entirely, but the resinous, the warmth of the amber starts to show off more as this develops. It's fantastic. This is so sensual, so romantic, and this is unisex through and through. Although this is marked towards women, this is perfectly unisex. One of the best romantic fragrances that I ever smelled. I mean, wow, so good. And actually this was my first scent of the day of this year. Actually, this was the first fragrance that I wore this year, and actually that's in a video, so you feel free to check that video out. Ambre de Merveilles from Hermès is absolutely stunning, magical. And now we have two fragrances left, and both are niche. So the first niche fragrance that I purchased from house of Profumum Roma, and it is Santalum. Very well featured on my top 10 best sandalwood fragrances. This one is out of this world. For me, the best out there. Spicy. It has like a cumin feel, so you need to enjoy cumin fragrances overall. But even if you don't enjoy cumin, like, don't worry, this will fade away, and then you will have this very realistic woodsy sandalwood with myrrh, a resinous woodsy sandalwood with a lot of spices in the opening. I mean, fantastic scent, so realistic, has a natural feel in here, very long lasting, although it will not project all that much, but this lasts through the entire day like it's normal in almost all Profumum Roma fragrances. I mean, seriously, if you love sandalwood, please check this one out. Santalum from Profumum Roma, very underrated. And if you love sandalwood, this is a must try. And last, but certainly not least, the last fragrance that I purchased, it's from house of Guerlain from the Lalique collection, and it is Néroli Outrenoir. This is a very underrated fragrance from this collection that I absolutely love. This fragrance was such a find, such a discovery last year. I was always very skeptical to try this because, well, it says Néroli, and I'm not a big fan of Néroli. I mean, for me, it comes across like a baby powder, and it's very sharp, very piercing. It tickles my nostrils, so I really don't appreciate Néroli. But here, the Néroli, it's very toned down, and it's more about orange blossom, and it's very prominent. And note that it's very prominent here. It's tea, a very prominent tea, this smoked tea impression. It's so good. It has a natural feel. Wow, this is fantastic. I love this. I was so impressed. I was expecting a very sharp, very floral fragrance, not at all. This is all about orange blossom and smoked black tea. Amazing. Love this. Perfect for springtime for me. Great performance, actually. I was not expecting that this would perform that good. The performance would be that good, and actually it is. I think this is perfect for all year round. If you love tea fragrances, please check this one out. The tea here is definitely the most prominent note. You should be like, I don't know, tea Outrenoir, something like that. I think the Néroli, it's there, but it's very mild, and actually it combines really well with the other notes in this fragrance. But definitely it's all about orange blossom and smoked black tea. It's perfect. It's so cozy, and at the same time, it has a sophistication in here. It's wonderful. I love this one. Is Néroli Outrenoir from Guerlain from the Lalique collection. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Tell me in the comments down below what were the last fragrances that you purchased last year. Tell me everything in the comments down below, guys, and see you in the next video. Take care. Ciao.